Hello, and welcome to episode 2 of this playthrough through King's Quest 1. This is a AGD Interactive remake. We recorded episode 1 very, very quickly, but in a matter of about 10-15 minutes, we've already about a third of the way through the points of the game, and so just to make these into bite-sized episodes, thought I would record them in small chunks. So, but anyways, here we are. In the first episode, we collected a handful of treasures. So, dagger, gold egg, golden walnut, 4-leaf clover, a magic bowl of soup, pouch of diamonds, and the carrot. We used the carrot to cross the bridge. The goat pushed the troll into the water, and here we are now on this island with this gnome.
That's strange. You don't get an answer.
Okay.
Welcome, Sir Graham. I've been expecting you.
I have something that will be of great use to you. But first, Sir Graham, you must answer this riddle.
I'll give you 3 guesses. What is my name?
Okay. So, when I played this years and years and years ago, the name of the gnome, it was Rumpelstiltskin, but backwards. I assume there is probably a clue somewhere. I have no idea what it is. I don't know. I'm just going to hit cancel for now.
This is a pile of gold. This is the gnome's spinning wheel. There is a small pile of straw here. The gnome's house is carved right into the side of the tree.
Rather than guess the answer and be wrong, I'm just going to look around and see if there's hints because I don't want to miss out on any points.
It would not be polite to steal the gnome's pile of gold. You do not need a spinning wheel. You weren't invited into the gnome's house.
All right.
It is a massive boulder that splits the river.
Okay.
So you've come back.
Good for you, Sir Graham. You haven't guessed my name yet.
So you've come back.
You haven't.
I wonder if there's anything that would give us a clue as to
What a
his name.
pretty bed of wildflowers. It would be a shame to pick the lovely wildflowers.
Okay. The witch's house. Okay. So, let's see if she's home.
As you knock on the chocolate door, a squeaky voice from inside the house answers,
Who is there? I love visitors, especially young, tender ones. Come in, come in.
Let's not come in.
The windows are made from hardened sugar. You can't see through them very well.
Okay, no, we don't want to go in, because if we go in, we die. What we want to do is go in when she's not home.
There's not...
The difficult question is, how in this game do you tell when she's not home? In the old game, there was, like, you would see her flying around.
There is no answer from inside the house.
That's when we want to go in. So,
As the green liquid is terribly goopy, the fire must have been burning underneath it for quite some time.
okay, let's save our game here.
The cabinet on the wall is rather plain and simple.
I can smell someone tasty in my house.
You take the cheese from the cabinet. There's nothing but... Oh no! She's cast some kind of spell to keep you from escaping.
Oh, how nice of you to come for dinner.
The
Well.
witch looks you over carefully.
We're dead.
You're a little too scrawny for my appetite, but I think you're going to make a lovely dessert.
A graham cracker.
The witch has turned you into a gingerbread man. Or is that a graham cracker?
Ha, ha, ha. Okay, so let's hide, I think is what we need to do.
Off in the distance, you hear a high, squeaky voice.
I can smell someone tasty in my house.
Okay, but if we're hiding, maybe she can't see us?
You need to get...
I'm going to get my cauldron ready to cook someone for dinner. Yum. After I get the cauldron nice and hot, I'll be ready to have someone for dinner.
With a mighty shove, you courageously push the wicked witch into the pot. Her wild screams are suddenly cut off as she melts away into the oily green slime. Congratulations!
Awesome. All right, now we can... I'm going to tweak the speed back up a little bit and save. Now we can look around.
Sitting on the shelf is a delicious piece of Swiss cheese. You take the cheese from the cabinet. You see a note on the table by the bed. You grab the note from the table. Nothing. There is a message written on the note. Sometimes it is wise to think backwards.
That is the clue about the name.
This is an extremely fragrant piece of Swiss cheese. The witch's bed looks hard and uncomfortable. It's just a plain wooden bedside table. Try as you might, you can't get the drawer to open. You wouldn't want to sleep on a witch's bed. As the green liquid is terribly goopy, the fire must have been burning underneath it for quite some time. You don't want to get anywhere near that stuff.
Okay, I don't think there's anything else that we can do in here for now.
The path to the front door is lined with little gingerbread boys and girls. You are near a little...
So the King's Quest series, there is a lot of fairy tale lore mixed in, and so I think a lot of times it is assumed, I'm trying not to fall in here. What I would potentially do is say, oh, is this not? Let's get back to the island here. Is say, oh, there is a little, like with the troll.
So you've come back. Good for you, Sir Graham. You haven't guessed my name yet.
With a little troll on the bridge, and how do we get trolls off the bridge with a 3 billy goat scruff? And so here's a good example of, hey, I see a gnome, and the gnome has a spinning wheel and a pile of gold, and so I should know based on the fairy tale what is the gnome's name. So Rumpelstiltskin is the Brothers Grimm fairy tale, his is the story with the spinning wheel and the gold. But if we guess Rumpelstiltskin, I think the name is wrong. If we use that in
The note
combination,
says, sometimes it is wise to think backwards.
we use that in combination with the witch's note. Then we spell
That's strange.
Rumpelstiltskin's.
You don't get an answer. That's strange.
Oh, come on. I must be clicking on the wrong thing.
You still haven't guessed my name. Ready to take another shot at it?
So let's do Rumpelstiltskin backwards. All right. So that's Rumpelstiltskin backwards.
Where in the world did you get that idea? That's not even close. You have 2 guesses left. You still...
Okay.
How in the world did you think of you only... You still...
All right.
Not by a long shot. You didn't guess my name, but I'm going to help you anyway, Sir Graham. Take this golden key. It will aid you on your quest, Sir Graham, but it's up to you to find out how. Well, step over here so I can give it to you. Here you are. Good luck on your quest.
I don't like that. Let's just restore it because we lost points and I don't think... There's got to be another clue here somewhere with the name. So...
It is a huge piece of granite. It's impossible for you to move a boulder this large.
Okay. I wonder if we can actually... Is the goat back or is he just gone now? He's gone.
There is no need.
Okay.
An old axe is permanently wedged into the tree stump. The handle has been broken and repaired. The head shows the signs of many sharpenings. The old axe is tightly wedged in the tree stump. You cannot remove it, no matter what you do. It is an ancient, rusty water pump. It probably doesn't even work. The rusty pump doesn't work. It was made from rough, hand-hewn logs long ago. Lately, the upkeep has faltered. There are even holes in the roof. The woodcutter speaks to you, his voice broken with sorrow.
We would welcome you to our home, Sir Knight, but we've had no food for so long. My beautiful wife cannot even rise from her bed. I fear she may die soon.
Well, if they've had no food for so long, and we have a magic
This large
bowl of
ceramic
food,
bowl is now filled with a savory beef stew.
let's do the nightly thing.
The woodcutter is overwhelmed with joy.
Thank you, Sir Knight. We shall never forget your kindness and generosity. Please, take my fiddle as a small token of our thanks.
The woodcutter's most treasured possession, a fine old fiddle, lies on the table. Nothing happens. You play a lively toe-tapping tune on the fiddle.
I'm so happy he knows how
The
to play.
woodcutter and his wife ignore your fiddling. Perhaps they preferred their own music. An old earthenware pitcher sits on the table. There is a rickety old cupboard on the wall. You cannot get the pitcher. The cupboard.
Thank you, Sir Knight.
The woodcutter's wife is too polite to speak with her mouth full.
Okay, well, more points here. What is on the other side of this here? Okay. I wonder if there's anything to do. All I see is a snake in a swamp.
The murky water of this swampy lake looks very uninviting. Large moss-covered trees surround a shallow, swampy lake. The huge snake is watching you very closely, and its intentions are less than friendly. This is not a good...
We could walk in here and die. Wow. Okay, I guess we're just fine. Okay. I'm not quite sure what we do next. I mean, I have some ideas, but without guessing the gnome's name. That is where we got the four-leaf clover.
There is a mushroom in the meadow on the other side of the raging river. Far in the distance, you can see the spires and turrets of King Edward's castle.
We want that mushroom. So typically, the way that these screens work also is if it's a bright screen, you know, you're safe. If it's a dark screen, there's something that could kill you.
So you've come back. Good for you, Sir Graham. You haven't guessed my name yet.
Yep, I got no clue what it is. Because what I thought it was doesn't work. Can I jump across here? I think we want that mushroom, but...
Diving into the raging current would result in certain death.
Like that.
The raging current pulls you under, never to be found.
So you have...
There really should be a clue to the gnome's name somewhere.
So you've come. You haven't guessed.
This is the... You are speaking to a wizened old gnome. You are... This... The gnome's house is carved right into the side of the tree. This hole, hollowed into the side of the tree, is the entrance to the gnome's home. It's too dark inside to make out any details, and the gnome probably prefers it that way.
Okay, so in the story, the queen spies the gnome in his remote mountain cottage, watches unseen as he hops about his fire and sings in his song's lyrics, "Tonight, tonight, my plans I make, tomorrow, tomorrow, the baby I take, the queen will never win the game, for Rumpelstiltskin is my name." So I wonder if,
You play a lively toe-tapping tune on the fiddle.
can I get him to sing?
Obviously, there are no music lovers here. You put the fiddle away.
Can I hide?
You are speaking to a wizened old gnome.
He seems nice, though. Like in the story, he's not nice. Okay, well, it doesn't look like hiding is going to do anything either. So I'm sitting here looking at Wikipedia on my phone. Let's just save it and try it again. And maybe I did a typo the first time around. I don't know.
You still...
All right, so the clue is backwards, right? So let's try this. NIKSTLITSLEPMUR.
Where in the world did you get that idea? That's not even close. You have 2 guesses left. You still... How in the world did you only have...
He gives us a key that we want, so I'm gonna. It's a little frustrating on this one.
So you've come back. Good for you, Sir Graham. You haven't guessed my name yet.
Okay, so I cheated for a second and checked the developer's website because this is a little bit crazy. And so someone was having the same issue that I did, saying, hey, I thought the name of the gnome was Nick Stilump or Rumpelstiltskin backwards, but it doesn't seem to work. What's his name? Someone says, try switching the I and the E in the name and see if that does the trick, from anonymous game developer number 1. And then anonymous game creator number 2 says the game actually responds to 2 separate names for the gnome, either Nixtalumpmer from the later SCI versions or this other one. This is just crazy. IFNKOV HGROGHPRM from the AGA version and some early SCI versions. The latter uses a backwards alphabet and is considered to be Sierra's hardest and most unfair puzzle ever. We left both possibilities in the game to try to keep things fair for people who only knew one solution, depending on which version of KQ1 they played originally. So like I said, this is a remake of the original game from Sierra. And so I'm pretty sure that people are expected to
You still
know
haven't
the name
guessed
going
my
in.
name. Ready to take another shot at it?
All right, so let me type it in here straight from the website and see how close I was. NIKSTLITSELPMUR.
That's right. Outstanding. I didn't think you were that clever. As a reward for your sharp intellect, here are some beans. They're no ordinary beans, but it's up to you to find out why. Somebody as smart as yourself should have no problem at all. Well, step over here so I can give them to you. Here you are. Good luck on your quest.
Awesome. Okay. So, we get the magic beans. The alternate, see, if we fail to guess his name, because it wouldn't let us get stuck, it gave us the key, which is just an alternate way to get to that same solution. I'll show you later. I wonder if I can...
You do not need... It would not be... You won't need...
Okay. Are we just done
You
here?
weren't in...
Okay. All right. Well, that opens up a solution for us. Let me see if I can find it here. Oops. So just think fairy tales, right? What do we use magic beans for? How about a beanstalk? I don't think I plant them here. It's possible. I think I plant them on the flowers, but I can try here.
You plant the magical beans in the fertile soil. Suddenly, something incredible begins to happen.
Nope, it's here. Okay, beanstalk.
You are already climbing.
Okay, we have to not fall. Okay, if you can tell by the music, this is a place where we can die. Now, there was 2 tricks in the original game. There's a giant that's up here who has the chest, I believe, and there's 2 tricks to it. You can either kill the giant. I think you hit him like a David and Goliath style, hit him in the head with the rock, slingshot style. Or you chase him around the tree and he gets tired and he falls asleep, and I believe you get way more points for that because that is the nice King Graham thing to do. Solve the puzzle peaceably without killing anybody.
You see a slingshot in the hole. You reach into the hole and pull out the leather slingshot. There's not... This is a small but sturdy slingshot.
Do we have ammo for it? Since we're here, I'll show you. I'll show you what what the key did that the gnome gave us. Will it let me do this, please? No. I have to actually click. Oh, man. Yeah, they don't make it easy. The reward for guessing the gnome's name right is that you don't have to do all of this part, but I want to show you anyways.
As you reach out to open the door, the only response you get is the echo of your pounding.
Gotcha. So it's one way only. Okay. Well, that gold key that you get is the alternate way to get up to the clouds. So. Oh, come on. Oh.
On the beach are some smooth, round pebbles. You grab some pebbles.
Okay. Well, good that we did that first anyhow. So, we can use the pebbles with the slingshot to kill the giant. But if memory serves correct, that is not the preferred method. What I do need to find is the beanstalk. Here we go. All right, let's go back up. Okay, so check this out. We have 83 points. I just saved it, so let us...
Nothing happened.
That's fine. Let us try both solutions and see what works. So 83, I'll use the slingshot. And I get 86 points. Okay. Or... that was only 3 points. But I think that there's another way to do this. So at least there was in the original. I don't know if it's going to work in this one or not, but I missed what it said. Maybe I clicked too fast. Oh, but you can tell he's getting tired.
Good job. The huge giant, tuckered out from stomping around, has fallen fast asleep.
Look at that. So we got 90 points instead of... so what was that? 6 points instead of 3. And this is our first of the 3 magic treasures.
Slowly, carefully, you take the chest without waking the giant. The huge giant has fallen asleep and is now snoring loudly. It is not a good idea to wake a sleeping giant.
Okay. And let us just go back down this way.
As you reach out to open the door,
Okay, well, it's been about half an hour. We have received one of the three magical treasures needed to beat the game. So
this magic chest, one of the 3 lost treasures of Daventry, is always filled with gold coins.
very good. So let us save, and we will end this video here, and we will pick back up where we left off. Thank you for joining me.